Hello guys and welcome to Hated 11 Movie Reviews. I went out and I saw The Backrooms. Did I love it? Did I hate it? Was it a movie that mentally messed you up and make you very intrigued? Or was one of these movies that just are an empty shell of your subconsciousness? We'll find out today. Hello guys, it's your boy Jeremiah The Revelous here. It's a new day, it's a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing The Backrooms. So The Backrooms is based off this internet lore about this area, about this interdimensional base where there's a whole bunch of rooms all over the place and it's endless and endless. And they have these little creatures or people that are roaming the rooms, and it's just a weird, freaky experience. And this one kid named Kane Pixels, he decided to make a web series about this lore and put more lore into it, put more story into it. And then A24 saw it and saw how people were talking about this, how people were coming up with their own new stories about it. And they decided to hire him to direct the movie. So this movie is about, you got Jesse Edgerton. I'm sorry I butchered your name, but I have a hard time saying his name. He plays a furniture shop owner, and he ends up finding this portal to another dimension that's all these back rooms. And then he goes into it, exploring the area, seeing what is it about. And he gets so obsessed with it that he just keeps going in back and forth just to do more research on it. And when I first heard about this movie, I knew nothing about The Backrooms, right? And then I saw the trailer. And the trailer, for some apparent reason, drew me in. It made me freak out, but also scared at the same time of the unknown, And then I actually watched the web series. I literally binge watched the web series because it was just fascinating to me. Because I've seen videos like this on the internet, but I never watched a full web series. And when I will watch the webcam web series, because it's a found footage movie and it's supposed to be based in the 80s and stuff like that, it freaked me out. Because of the whole unknowing of what is this place, what is in this place, and what's going on. And not knowing at the same time, being curious and diving in and deeply into it, you become obsessed about it and it freaks you out. You know what I mean? And this movie does the same thing. Because when you following Ejiofor's journey into the back rooms, you're freaked out, you're scared like he is, but you're like, what is this place? And then the curiosity you go in it just makes you go mad. And that's what he does. It makes him go mad, and you get a little, you get scared a little bit. Because when I'm watching this movie, I am tense. I am so hooked into this film. I'm like, yo, don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. But when he goes in there, you're freaking out. It's like you playing Doom for the first time. If you ever played Doom for the first time, and you go through the first level and you see no monsters, but you're walking through this maze of corridors and rooms and these weird eerie locations, and you hear these eerie sounds and stuff like that. That terrifies you. But when those little monsters or little creatures come out, you're even more scared. But the thing about this movie, it mentally messes you up because of your curiosity. And then you're just freaking out because you're scared of, what am I going to see? What's going to happen next? Am I going to even get out of this place? And I think that's where it taps into a lot of people's psyche. And it just tapped into my psyche, because I was like, tensed all the time. I was just, oh man, I was scared. Will he ever get out? But you see his mental journey, and he's starting to get too obsessed and go crazy. And his psychiatrist is starting to think he's gone mad or he's gone crazy and not believe him. But then when she finds out that he's telling the truth about these back rooms, she thinks she's gone mad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a weird place. And it does have that fear and does have that scare. But at the same time, this movie's not for everybody. Because for some people, they want like a killer coming after them, or they want like to see ghosts, or they want these other things to make them scared. This is more of a psychological fear, because when you do see what's behind that wall, what's the creature, or what's the person behind that wall, behind what's going on, you know, yes, it's creepy, yes, but it's not like terrifying. What makes the movie terrifying is the unknown and the claustrophobia of like you're in a place that you cannot get out. You're in a maze that just keeps going and going, and that you cannot exit out. That's what makes this movie creepy and scary to me. And I think it will hit a lot of people, but I know for a fact that's not going to hit everybody. I know people are not going to like, oh, this movie's boring or this movie's dumb, because they don't have that sense of that type of fear. So I understand some reviewers or some people are not going to like this movie, but at the same time, people like me, they like psychological movies that you don't know about stuff, and it gets you tense. That people are going to like this movie. I can say the only negative thing about the film was the ending. The ending, I wish I got more out of the ending. But as I uncompact everything, because it took a while, I had to sit down and really think about it, I kind of got where they were going with it. You know what I mean? And I think it has to do with our minds. In our minds, and especially in our dreams and our imaginations, it's a mess back there. Because when we dream about all these weird worlds, and sometimes we get these weird characters in our dreams or in our psyche. And I think that's what this movie has to deal with. You know, the mind, the psyche of the mind, of how if your imagination or your dreams and nightmares became reality, what would that look like? And I think that's what they were trying to go with this one. I have a lot of theories about this movie, but I think that's what they were trying to go with this one. So, what do I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? Well, I'm going to give it on the real for real. That's right, I give it on the real for real. Like, it was a great, thrilling, tense, scary, psychological horror that I really did enjoy. The ending still, I wanted a little bit more out of the ending, even when you get the reveal of some of these creatures. But overall, this movie is a very mind-fuck twisted, movie. And I think if you were into the back rooms and you were into the lore, I really think you're gonna like this movie. If you're into psychological thriller that's gonna fuck you up at the end, I think you're gonna like this movie. If you're not into this type of stuff, I think it's gonna throw you out. But overall, I think this movie is a great time, especially if you go into the actual lore about it before going into this stuff, you kind of like get the sense of it in a way, and you start to theorize. Because this movie makes me theorize a whole lot, and I got a lot of theories on those. So like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought about the Backrooms. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or is something in between? Let me know. Make sure you subscribe to your boy. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers. Help a boy out. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.